Okay, continuing from where I got cut off. So we were right here. Um, uh, so we were right here setting up this structure, and you see that I'm returning these numerical values. But remember, what's in a what defines a character is when you have these symbols here. I forgot the single quotes. Define that as a character, or you can have it in this ASCII numerical representation. It's the same thing. Alright, so that's one thing I want you to realize. This here is the same thing as 0. This here is the same thing as 1, and so forth and so forth. This here is also 0. Remember, we have a default. And here this is let's see, that would be 9. Alright, so now we're going to we're going to call this method, we're going to call everything here and turn it into that. And now we are valid. So what are we doing? Alright, let me go ahead and show you. Okay, firstly, I'm changing this to an integer using this method. So this here to an integer with this method. Alright, so in fact, let me use some type of color code system. This means character, red means character, and then green will be turning it into an integer. So the method turned it into an integer. It's an integer. It's an integer. They add together, right? And you can't see the black parentheses here. Let me replace it with blue, and then let me put in orange. Oh no, red, because this switches it back to a character. So in the end, we have a character going into character, but we had to do these conversions and the arithmetic first, and we haven't even considered the round integer yet. So this basically works. In actuality, it doesn't. I just realized we have to declare a couple things. I was getting ahead of myself. It's late. I need to consider some things. First of all, we need to start creating little variables here. Result int, and I'm going to have a round int. So this is going to be stored in, you guessed it, result int. Alright, so let me see. Oh, this part. Let me get rid of that. Awesome. So if result int, I hope you realize what I'm going to be doing here. If result int is greater than 9, then I hope you know what this means. Here, let me do it the old-fashioned way. First, result int minus 10. So if it's greater than 9, we're going to subtract the result int. We're going to subtract 10 from result int and then store it in result int. Now that is the equivalent of putting minus equal like that. Same exact thing. Alright, and in addition, we're going to update this round int. Round int is going to now equal 1 when we do that. Alright, so when we go around in our loop, we'll know to add 1 to, in fact here, yeah, that makes sense. We'll be able to stick it right at the end of this. So plus round int. Let me see. Trying to see what do I have the problem with. Yeah, sorry, I got tricked by this red line here. I forgot capitalization is important, round int. So, oh, it's still not working. Okay, I don't trust this. Just copy, paste. Oh, of course, this is not initialized yet. Um, let's put these outside of the loop first of all, and then initialize round into 0. There we go. Everything's solved. So now it's going to be 1, and after it does the arithmetic there, round int should become 0 again until unless it's considered bigger again. And at this point, after that conversion is done, is where we take result int, right? We're going to go ahead, we're going to switch it from an int to a char, and then we are going to go ahead and store it in digital character array based on the counter. There we go. And yeah, I think that's about it in terms of basic arithmetic. It seems that it's doing exactly what I've already explained it like 5 times. I don't feel like explaining it again. One more time for old sakes. I'm just going like to blah 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 blah. So it's adding that number and storing the result here all the time. That's all it's doing. And it's considering rounding as an important factor when the result is larger than 9. We make it 1, goes around in the loop. It should work. In fact, do we want to experiment with this? So remember, this only works in the scenario of it being both positive. We'll see how negative works in a minute. So we would let's see. At this point, yeah, let's go ahead and call this method. I think it's ready. Let's stick it there. Stick a semicolon. Right. So once it does that, it goes back to the original. Where's the here? The huge integer. So after it calculates the sum through whatever means, it's going to go ahead. Let's not forget about this piece of code. Return this. And what does return this do? Return this returns the digital character array in a string form using this getString method, which is actually used by the toString method. So got 1 minute left, and actually I think this is going to be my last video of the night. I haven't been sleeping well for the past few days, and I'm really starting to feel it. So let's add 1 2 3 with 1 2 3. Okay, let's see, and let's print out the current number for each one of these. So the first one is just going to be the initial value, and this is after adding. Adding number is, and get rid of the comments, and let's see if she blows up. Oh, print line. I got 30 seconds left. Shut up. Play. Huzzah! I'm going to sleep, guys. I'll continue doing this another day. Oh wait, let me try 4 5 6 test a round. Stick that in a calculator and see if I'm right. I'm ending the video.